Ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. You know what Thursdays are. That means it's breaking tables time.
It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the mafia,
Let's
you know
have
I'm
some
rocking with the
fun
Bills.
tonight.
It's the mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got that talent on my team. Like a high Jordan Boyer, can you catch it? Trade day is like a mask, you not catching anything. Matt Milano making plays, we not scared of any team. Best in the AFC, all the praise of Brandon Bean.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Breaking Tables. This is Brian Van Slyke, Epic B, whatever you want to call me. We don't have Tampa Neal tonight. Tampa Neal has disappeared. He's out in the boondocks of Asheville, North Carolina, or is it South Carolina? Asheville, somewhere. So I don't know what time he's going to be on, but I do have a special guest tonight. Guys, I am joined with the Jay-Z of tailgates, the man, the myth, the legend, Josh Duhamel, Dave Kaprosch. Let's get him on, guys. Here we go. Dave Kaprosch, what's up, brother?
I gotta go. Dude. I'm live right now. I gotta go.
Whoa, was that the president of the United States you were talking to?
Unfortunately, no, it was not the president. I still got college free agents calling me wondering if there's any openings on this team. I'm like, dude, where were you like 6-7 years ago when we sucked? Oh, now we have a quarterback that's got a lightning bolt for an arm, and you want to play in our team now? Take a hike.
I know. Welcome to Buffalo. Everybody, Dave Kaprosch. I always tell him, first off, he looks like Josh Duhamel, the guy. Google Josh Duhamel, Duhamel, and you'll be like, holy shit, that is him. Same age and everything, bro. I mean, like you were his stunt double. I mean, you're obviously probably better looking, probably. But you were also the Jay-Z of tailgating. So Bill's Mafia, we know how to tailgate.
Well, I have to give proper props to my partner in crime, my another Dave that you met, my brother Dave Bone, who I worked at FedEx for many years. Him and I are the brains and the brawn of that tailgate. So I got to give him proper props. He's not on Facebook, so I didn't even know he's been notified about this podcast tonight. But anyway, props to him.
Oh man,
we've been doing it a long time, and many games and seasons of shit football, but we'd have the best tailgates, and that 10-minute walk to the stadium always sucked because we kind of knew we were going to get our heads kicked in. But anyway, props to him.
So he's the Jay-Z of tailgating. You are just his, like, you're like the son.
I'm his
you're the Beyonce.
The Hervé Villachez, the plane boss.
Guys, quick little shout out.
He sets it up and I bring him in. It's kind of how it works.
Quick little shout out, guys. You're watching the Built in Buffalo Network, and this episode is brought to you by Coco's Fashions. Guys, they got some cool gear. I swear I got the hat. They actually open up a shop in Tampa. So if you guys are in Tampa, you have to go to the let me just look at here. Got to go to Mar Flea Market. They open up a little shop out there, and they've got everything Buffalo Bills, from baby items, from whatever you think of, they've got it. So go ahead and look them up, straight out of buffalo.net. We're joined with Captain Dave, aka not the Jay-Z of tailgating.
I'll take that though. That's fine. I mean, but you were there. A lot of people were there for that playoff game, and I think moving forward, I think that's what we're going to have to do pretty much every home game.
Are you outside?
I'm outside. Yes, I'm in my. As you can tell, most of the people that do catch the five of them that catch the hit the showers weekly, home and away and pregame, postgame. Yes, I'm in the backyard of, as I call it, my palatial estate in Kaisertown, the Kaisertown neighborhood of Buffalo, New York. As literally, I was dodging raindrops up until like maybe 15 minutes ago. So it's been a weird couple days. Rain on Tuesday, as Tom Jones would always say in the game day forecast that I always prepped every home and away game. I'm looking at, it's more blue sky than clouds, but literally there was a a cloud burst for about 2 minutes, like 15 minutes ago. So anyway, here we are. As I said, hit the showers meets breaking tables, and it's a pleasure to be on here with you tonight. So
Captain Dave's internet out back is better than Neil's in his house. Thank you, Mike. you know Mike, right? Have you met Mike?
Yes. Yes.
He's a cool motherfucker,
Big
bro.
Mike.
I was out in North Carolina, Charlotte for training for my new job. Ended up meeting up that crazy motherfucker, dude. He's cool, dude. We ended up like joining some like membership from like some Harrisburg Country Club. Members only kind of bar, middle of the sticks, outside of Charlotte. So that was
nice.
He's a cool dude. So now I lost train of thought here, Kaprosch. You are outside. Your internet is much better than Tampa Neil's. Sorry, Tampa. That's like 2 nights in a row that I'm making fun of Tampa Neil's internet. But it's always good to have you on, man. I can't wait to tailgate with you this year. What games are you going to be going to outside of Buffalo? Are you going to all of them again?
As far as road games? Yeah,
road games outside of Buffalo.
Well, we're definitely we just booked the Rams probably the day of the schedule release. The aforementioned my brother Dave, he's got a few out there, so I booked the flights. We got tickets. We'll be meeting Palmy out there, of course. Hashtag Ed Paul, as most of you may not know what that means, but maybe down the road we'll explain it to you.
Palmy mentioned the Ed Paul, hashtag Ed Paul. He's actually going to be on next Thursday, Larry Palmy.
Nice.
But why don't you go ahead and give us the insight on hashtag Ed Paul, brother?
I don't know. It was just on a whim. We might have been over a couple of blue lights, but anyway.
Okay.
If you want to know the secret, it's just basically our middle names, Edward and Paul. So we hashtagged it, and I think we may just merchandise the thing. I don't know. We're still brainstorming on some ideas we could come up with. So
I think
anyway,
the next stop is get matching tattoos.
Well, it might take
hashtag
it might take a few.
Oh my God, you guys are crazy.
My official sponsor of Hit the Showers, Blue Light. It might take a few of these.
Kaprosch, tailgating, bro. Talking about tailgating. I told a story from like what I've witnessed at your tailgates, but I don't think it does any justice because I was completely I only had one the perfect game to your just because it was your tailgate, we had that perfect game. So I don't know if I can go to any other tailgates besides Jay-Z's. So walk us through your tailgate, bro. Or you and your friends that set it up. You guys do a lot of work together and you make it perfect. That's how a tailgate should be done, sir.
I tell you, if there was a perfect storm, even with the weather as cold as it was, and you've been out to Rich Stadium. I still call it Rich Stadium, but it's out in the open. All it takes is a 20-mile-an-hour wind, and it feels like it's 50-mile-an-hour winds. But that day was absolutely, it was the perfect storm per se, without the storm of the Monday night game back in December. We set up early. We knew what we wanted to do, including the TV. We knew, we thought maybe that might have been a factor because of the cold, but once we got that 3/4 of the pop-ups up, we got the sides on, and then the heaters going, the fire going on the other side. We just figured, all right, let's see what happens. Let's see who shows up. And as you saw,
we had the pleasure of that morning. You stopped over at Palmy's house.
Yes.
First thing in the morning beforehand.
You guys were doing you're breaking tables. I'm like, well, let's crash this party and see what's going on.
Yeah, that was epic.
Or Tommy was still snoozing because you guys hit it pretty hard Saturday night, Friday night.
Yeah, no, it was it was just late because I think the friends didn't get him for the airport until I think like 3:00 in the morning. So we're just up watching, stupid shit on TV, drinking beers back and forth. That's we got to come up with a cool. I think Paul hashtag Paul Mark. That's
At Paul Mark Stadium.
I want to be part of the cool group. So yeah, you had all your stuff ready in the back of your truck. You go out there, and guys, mind you, it was -6 degrees. I was like, and that was not even with the wind chill.
No.
It was freezing. It was cold. I live in Florida. The reason why I moved to Florida was to get away from the cold, and here I am I'm going to a playoff game against a division rival, what's that? We don't have to set up for tailgating? You're telling me Dave Kaprosch and his friends are all going to set it up for? All we gotta do is just show up?
Just show up.
Somebody pinch me. Is this a thing?
And then obviously the bar has been set so high with that tailgate for that playoff game moving forward. We're already back and forth about how we're gonna do the first few games. Using the home opener is crazy to begin with, and then you throw it on a Monday night on top of it. So I mean, the mouse in the wheel is already going as far as what we're gonna do.
You always got to one up your previous tailgate. You just always got to one up it, because it turns into something special. And it definitely looked like you guys had a lot of practice doing that. So
like I said earlier, a lot of years, a lot of good tailgates, a lot of bad football. So it sounds weird, but I think it got us ready for that night and that playoff game and that atmosphere. Because I mean, you were there. I think we were more worried about like guys like you and people coming. You had people coming from Texas and Carolina and California. We brought totes of like gloves and hand warmers, and because we weren't sure how you Southerners were gonna, because
that was amazing. By the way,
the blood's just a little thinner.
yeah, amazing that, like, just the hospitality. Buffalo, city of good neighbors, bro. And you are you look up the city of good neighbors, Buffalo, you see Josh Duhamel, Dave Kaprosch's face on it, and his buddies, and Palmy's definitely up there. You guys are like the Mount Rushmore of cool people in Buffalo.
Well,
in my eyes, it's arguably.
I mean, there's still a ton of good tailgate. I mean, it's Buffalo. It's what we do. It's what we're good at. Again, many years of practice.
Bro, we were just walking. Like, all right, we're gonna go for a walk because we're so cold. We need to keep our body heat up. So my brother, who I rarely ever get to see, we started walking through the tailgates. People were like, "Oh, here, have some drinks." And then like, you had one of the probably coolest features, because it gets people that does what we just do to walk by, and they're like very welcoming. You tell us about what you do to people just randomly come up to your tailgate.
Well, it's funny. Again, through the years, as big as it's gotten, and then there's I got my buddies from Massachusetts. They're all Patriot fans, so there's a nice friendship with them, and the Buffalo fans that tailgate with us, and even other fans that hear about us and come over. If they're just wandering through, they'll look at the first. It's funny, they'll smell, and then they'll look at the grill and see what we're doing.
Oh, what's that?
and that's what we do. It's like, hey man, you hungry? You're a football fan,
What's the thing with the phones? You gotta talk about like the best feature, bro.
Well, it's funny because I just picked up for you millennials or people that just don't know how to use a dial phone. I just found this one, so we'll be introducing that at the home opener, and then of course the old standby.
That thing was epic, bro. That was epic. It's like, remember when I grabbed that? I'm like, hold on, I gotta send a text, guys. Hold on.
So how that started? We have a full, literally, by the time we get to 10 a.m., we have basically a full table, and it's full of anything you want to do a shot of, or even make a drink with. But mostly it's shots. Mostly it's all shot up, like the Crown and the Evan Williams, and I mean, you name it, shot-wise. Jägermeister, or somebody bring a bottle of that. So how it started was the father and son, Tom and Mike. All of a sudden, Tom, the father, he would go, "Hey, man, hey, you got a phone call," which means it's time for a shot. So lo and behold, I've had this phone, this one, when I bought my house, literally 12 years ago, it was tucked away in a cupboard in my basement. I'm like, you know what?
Nice.
So I don't even know when the first game was when I brought it, and everybody was like, "Dude, it's perfect." All of a sudden, you just got a hold. You hold up the dude. Hey, dude, you got a phone call. So then
some random person walking by. Hey, oh, yep, hey, phone call
dude,
here.
Dude, your mom's on the phone. You gotta take it. So then Dave, a buddy of his, has this old ringer from it. I don't know if it's an old phone or one of those phones from Green Acres that he had to climb the pole to use. I don't know, whatever. That's before your time, kid. So
Green.
So he set up. So he got a battery for it. He put a little trip switch on it. So when that rings, I'm grabbing like, yo, hold on. As the phone's ringing, you grab the receiver like you would, as simple as that. So that thing, once the shots start kicking in, that thing is ringing and ringing and ringing. You could be anywhere in that immediate area. You hear that phone ring, it's like the bat signal. You gotta go. Excuse me, everybody.
Hey, you gotta. Your mom's calling you. I love it, dude. Oh, you don't know how to use a rotary? Well, you're in luck because we've got a touch thing. Oh, that is hilarious, bro. I mean, that's dating my time. Is we had a rotary in our basement growing up as a kid, and trying to. This is when we had to memorize phone numbers instead of looking it up in a database on a phone. We had to memorize it. I still remember my high school or growing up, my childhood home number. So
it's funny because there's on the rotary phone, there's actually the phone number is still on here. So I think the story goes, my older sister called it one time when she was in town. And I think it was an older gentleman's phone number. What's
the number? Let's call him right now on air.
Good.
Well, I'm gonna set up my.
Let's call it.
This is amazing. No, Mike Grunk. We're not going to call Michael Vick. Let's see here. Okay, we connect this bad boy up. Okay, we're connected. What is the phone number?
716 824 3133.
All right, 716-824-3133. This is the phone number that is listed on your drunk tailgate fixture. This is going to be epic.
There it is.
The number you dialed is...
Number is dialed what?
No, it's disconnected.
Oh, man. Probably because people were calling it.
People were like, let's call this number. It's like, how did they get my number? Martha or whatever old people name their wives. That's amazing, dude. It's just so cool, man. And plus you guys are good people too. City of neighbors, and it doesn't stop just in Buffalo too, because when you go out and tailgate, you meet a lot of different new people. I mean, we had the guys from Kansas City on that you were tailgating with out there, Mike and his brother, and
Mike and Brian.
Yes, good, really cool people. And
love
that's
those
one
guys.
of the games that I want to circle just to meet them. If Kaprosch and Palmy love you guys, I'm fucking there.
Good dudes. Actually, we just booked Kansas City a couple weeks ago. So I shot them a text. I go, lock your doors, boys. The flights have been booked.
I'm gonna get them back on. We do another game show with them.
Absolutely.
Sometime pretty soon, and I think it's going to be fun to get to know them, because we got Brian that was boasting about his cooking skills.
Wow, dude! I tell you, it was good stuff.
And they have portable bathrooms, so it's like these guys are prepared. They're like, are they the equivalent? Are they the doppelganger of Captain Dave?
Well, it's a smaller, a much smaller version, but still good. Still good.
Call him a smaller virgin. What'd you say?
Smaller version.
Oh, see, like Mike Ron goes. I gotta call Mike Vick from Captain Dave's phone. All right, you want a number to call?
Smaller version.
You want to call Michael Vick, Kaprosch? He doesn't answer my phone calls anymore.
You do have his number, don't you?
Yeah, I met him at the airport. You ready for his number? Go ahead and call and put your.
Actually, my laptop sucks, so I'm using my phone tonight. So.
Yeah, no, I met him at we were doing a signing in Buffalo.
Dude, I saw that. How hysterical! He gives you his digits.
I know. What an idiot.
How funny is that? Did he have any of his dogs with him or no? Is that
No, dude, it was funny because that's the first thing I said to him. Like, oh, you're Michael Vick. You know, my wife doesn't like you because the whole dog thing. Well, fuck, I don't either. But what you did on the field, like, I changed it really quick. So like, I had to say it. I was really intoxicated. But yeah, he was just laughing at him and Isaiah McKenzie just laughing their asses off. But I mean, that's what I recollect. And I had to call Ryan Hickman from Buffalo Autographs. And he was like, no, you were fucking hilarious, bro. They were loving it. So I was like, all right, see, I told you I wasn't that. I mean, I was drunk. I just don't remember every single detail. And he's like, well, you almost got kicked out of the airport. I'm like, what? Because I forgot I was hammered and I forgot my backpack in the chair. So I got on the plane. I'm like, oh, fuck, my backpack. I run back out there. Like, sir, you can't go out there. And I was just like, I have my backpack. And I was like, fuck it. I see Ryan in an airport. Give me my backpack, bro. Like, sir, what the fuck? I'm like, I just get in my backpack so I get back on the plane. They told him after the flight, is like, you know, your buddy almost got kicked out of the airport. And I was like, oh fuck. All right.
God. That's classic.
Yeah, Runk wants to bring the Newports when he goes to Kansas.
I'll bring the Newports. Nice.
Oh, that is hilarious. That was funny, dude. That's fucked up. Come on, man. Brian's a cool dude, bro. He's just, you know, they're both just misguided because they're Chiefs fans, but
I tell you what, that's I pump up Arrowhead so many times, especially my broadcast, and I hit the showers this year. You got, if you get a chance, I got two guys coming with us this year that never been, because I've told them at tailgates, if you get a chance, you got to go to Arrowhead, just experience that.
They're like the Buffalo Bills of the Midwest.
Absolutely hardcore, just cool fans. I mean, you're gonna get ripped on in any stadium you go to with you know, with the opposing shit on. You will, yeah. But not as, I mean, they're just, you know, and being in there for that playoff game and how that did, you know, the emotions of back and forth. I think we're all just stunned. Whether we, you know, and not to get into that game because I mean it still hurts.
I still haven't watched. So you say 13 seconds ago. Yeah. What? My wife was talking to you? Wait a minute. No. But anyways,
but then I don't know if you knew. I don't know if you knew this. The championship game. I mean, I'm sure it's been documented. That interception happened 13 seconds into overtime.
Oh man!
I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Exactly 13 seconds in, he threw a pick to Cincinnati.
Oh, that's right. Yes. No, I'm going through like my database here. I was like, oh, okay, that memory's still there. Nice.
Because I'm watching Twitter when they won the coin toss. They're thinking, oh yeah, wash, rinse, repeat like the week before. Not so fast.
Well, on the football side of things, I know this is a Bills.
Yeah, let's get down to brass tacks.
But at the end of the day, which team got better and which team didn't? I'm sorry, you lost your best wide receiver to fucking Miami, bro. Come on.
How crazy is that?
And we got Von Miller. You lost Tyreek Hill. We got Von Miller. That's one person that's going to stop 13 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I think that front line, they got redone. You know,
both lines, both offensive and defensive.
All due respect to Jerry Hughes and Latulele and
right. You got to give that.
And even Harrison Phillips,
not Star, fuck Star. I'm sorry. He was a piece of no. Are we going to argue about it? Is he a piece of shit or not?
I wouldn't go that far, but he definitely. I mean, what's their saying? Availability, durability equals availability.
Yeah.
Between COVID and him holding out, sitting out a year, he wasn't.
That was crap. First off, Kaprosch, that was crap because he held out a whole year for COVID. Cool, great. Your family comes first. I'm all about that. Okay, but you figure he'd be the first one to sign up for a vaccine, being in Buffalo, which is huge, very mandatory thing. NFL, very mandatory, whether you like to believe in it or not. But now you put your team in a position.
But also, think about the three guys that are no longer on this team. The aforementioned Latulele, Feliciano, and Cole Beasley. What do those three have in common? They never took the shot. And Beasley got on social media and, spewing his garbage. And I mean, whatever. Whether you get the shot or not, you're on an NFL franchise. I'm not going to get on my soapbox with this one, but you're on an NFL franchise, and then you're going to go on social media and spew your thoughts about it. Like, dude, not a good look. And I think the Bills just said, you know what? Yeah, you got all three of you. And Feliciano and Cole Beasley are pretty tight. So, like I said, the three that are gone, that's the common denominator.
Well, Jamison Crowder. I mean, we got a cheaper, faster, better hand receiver. Jamison Crowder has played with some shitty quarterbacks, and he is a good player. Here comes Josh Allen, the best fucking player of all time. I'm sorry, Tom Brady, whatever your name is, but you just found your match, and he's only 4 years in. I'm just saying he pitched a perfect game in a playoff game against the division rival.
Isn't it amazing what this kid has done in 4 years? I mean, if you look at it, if you break down all 4 years, but if you look at it as a whole of what just each year, boom, drafted in 18, cannon for an arm, just erratic.
Can no accuracy. We can go through a lot of the analytics out there going, I can't believe I said that. Let me go ahead and delete my tweet.
And then 2020, it was like the full-on explosion. Fans or no fans. I set my driveway, TV set up in my garage, those home games, and just like every Bills fan, just kicking himself, going, "Are you kidding me? We can't be in that building right now." It's just amazing how that season rolled with that kid under center and the progression he made. It's absolutely. And then again, what he did last year, maybe not on the par of 2020, but pretty damn close.
Right. On paper, it was. I mean, if you think about it, you're playing for the city of Buffalo. There are fans that are just dying to be inside that stadium, but they can't.
I was at and Larry and I were at that Baltimore playoff game, and it was so surreal being in there that night with 6,700 fans, and literally it sounded, and you probably heard it on that broadcast, it sounded like 60,000 in there. It was nuts.
In Miami, they only allowed, I can't remember the number, but I was at that game. I was at that game.
13,000 or something like that. Or
13,000 sounds about right. What's up, Palmy? How you doing, brother?
What's up, LP?
Hashtag Ed Palmart. I'm sorry. I kind of threw my name in Ed Palmart. Just honorary hashtag.
Maybe we'll have to change it up now.
You gotta get laser tattoo removal, Larry Palmy, because I know you got matching tramp stamps.
Tell you what, we win a Super Bowl. I think there's going to be a lot of tattooing going on. The Bills win the Super Bowl. A lot of these local places in Buffalo are going to be busy.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, I keep getting laser tattoo removal because I get it every single year. But let's not go there. But no, we are winning the Super Bowl. My tattoo does prove it. It's going to be a good ride because we've gotten better. I mean, we've got Von Miller on the defense. I mean, we don't have to. We listen. It's awesome talking about offense. When's the last time, Kaprosch? When's the last time we were like, our offense is amazing? When's the last time? 95, 96? Even with Flutie 99, it's kind of pushing it, but
it's got to be 90. For me, it's 90, 91, 92. Those 3 years. Those 3 years were amazing.
I think 1990 was probably arguably the best team all time. We just lost to a field goal.
I know. They were boat racing people, those games. It was funny. I've had seasons since 88, minus 1 year when the Toronto series got redone for another 5, and I walked away. I just said I can't do another year of seasons watching another game go to Toronto. That was 2013. I came back in 14, and here we are. But those early years when it was so new, and Kelly and Thurman, I mean, all the Hall of Famers, even the Butch Rolls and the Keith McKellers and
Mark Maddox.
Mark Maddox. There's another name. Marcus Patton.
He's going to be on the show June 20th.
Is he really?
I've been texting. Yeah,
nice.
It's going to be epic.
Shout out to him. That was another bad man on the linebacker.
Oh, dude, I think everyone was stacked. I mean, you would just stack Diesel, bro.
Yeah, you guys that are in your, maybe late 20s or even early mid 30s. I got nieces and nephews. I got a niece and nephew, in that age bracket, and they don't really remember those days. My niece kind of does a little bit, especially when I wore the Captain, Dave outfit back then. And I tell the youngsters now, I said, just enjoy the ride. Just get on, win or lose, man. Just this is that now. This is that wave again, and we've been waiting for so long. I get chills thinking about it. Walking in there now and seeing that, it's amazing.
Bob is the reason why I got Mark Maddox on. Is his sister was at the gala and took a bunch of photos and they became like good friends with Thurman Thomas's wife, and then was like,
oh,
could we get Thurman Thomas on? And so thank you, Bob. Good evening, brother. We were talking about on was it the last show or the show before? We were talking just like that. It feels better because I'm old enough to remember the 90s. But it feels better now. It's more satisfying now having to still be a fan for 20 years of complete shitness. And then it's like, it feels so much better now because I can tell you every single shitty game, every single shitty quarterback. And now we've got arguably one of the best weapons in the NFL has ever seen, and it's so scary. 4 years in, we still don't know where his fucking ceiling is.
No, isn't
that scary, bro?
It's scary and fun at the same time because, I mean, I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. To be honest with you, I really don't.
Oh, chug it. All I need is one like. Go ahead. If I get one like, I'll chug another beer. Come on, guys. Go ahead and hit that like. Smash that like button. Smash that love button.
Yeah, give it the love. Never mind the like button.
There it is. Oh, you gotta pound another beer there, Kaprosch, not me. Sorry. Mike Grunt goes, imagine he didn't get hurt his rookie year. Oh, I concur, doctor. I concur. I wonder how Tampa Neal's doing. We should just call him. Let's fucking call him too. Because
see what he's doing.
It's like, oh, nothing. I'm just probably at the hotel, but I have no Wi-Fi here because the Wi-Fi sucks.
I had a laugh a couple weeks ago when you guys were doing the schedule breakdown, and well, we're right now we're 16-0, and
yes, we have 20 home games this year.
Too funny. For me, I hate making predictions. I don't know. I just never did.
I've been saying undefeated like ever since I've been a Bills fan. This is
Please leave your message for
Neil. Sorry to bother you, Neil.
He's probably like, what does he want?
Nah, he knows we're live right now. I hope he
maybe he's watching
and just him. He's like, I'm watching from my phone. I can't answer.
He's like watching intently, like
hit the showers. He's outside. Hope
yeah,
there's a shower on him.
That started off as a goof too. It would the quick story on that. I did a semi remodel in my downstairs bathroom, and I'm in Walmart of all places, which you go to Walmart to get odds and ends and whatever. So I take a picture of the shower curtain. My girlfriend's like, "Get it?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah." So then Palmy sees it. He goes, "Dude, it looks like the backdrop of when they do a press conference." He goes, "You should do something." And then he goes, I give Palmy credit. He goes, "Call it hit the showers."
Boom.
So the Minnesota game when Josh became our quarterback when he hurdled the linebacker and dove in for.
Hold on, not just a linebacker, a all-pro linebacker.
So I do my backyard first road game, which won't be this year, of course, because I'll be in LA. In my backyard, I set up some TVs. I set a couple up in the garage and have some people over. And that was the game that was on here. And I saw that, and I think everybody just kind of gasped, like, oh, I think we found our quarterback. So after that game, I have this shower curtain, and I have the one that is in my bathroom. So, which is I call Studio A. That's where it all started. So I'm in Studio A, and just kind of introducing the shower curtain, saying, "Hey, we're just gonna have fun with this, and whatever. Just I'll do the weather forecast. Tom Joel's the great weatherman that was was in Buffalo for close to 40 years, and he's still alive. He's got a birthday in August. I think he'll be 87. So God bless him. That's my ultimate interview. I'd get him on Hit the Showers. I know where he lives. I'd love to just knock on his door and say, Tom, I need you for 10 minutes. Can you do it?
All you got to do is hold a shower curtain while I announce. Thanks, anyway. Oh, by the way, look, he's holding a shower curtain.
That's my ultimate. Before, God willing, he doesn't pass away anytime soon. But again, it's fun. I just do a pre and post game. I'll do it live. I'll do it. I'll most times record it. Just within a minute or two, I'll throw it on Facebook, and depending on what city I'm in, if I'm on a road game, I'll get special guests. I'll get Palmy on. I've had Kenny Johnson on a couple times. I'm working on.
I'm gonna invite Brian on.
Absolutely.
Come on,
absolutely. Dude. I'm right. I've got a mental list of I just kind of up it this year, going into season number 5 of this. I call silliness of Hit the Showers. But anyway, just to, as they say, build a brand, and just again, I don't take myself seriously. It's just fun. I love this football team. I love this town. Again, as we talked about earlier, we've been waiting so long for this, just so long.
I've met you through the podcast. I became good friends with Palmy via podcasting, virtually having our fandom broship. And it was cool. Bob Bradley goes, it's either breaking tables or capital assault hearings. Guess breaking tables wins out.
Yeah. We'll pass on that.
That's a good question on that one. Of course you're gonna watch breaking tables. Mike Grunt goes, Captain Dave.
I know, Miami. That's my first road game in my backyard. So unfortunately, I'm gonna do the Rams game in Kansas City. Kicking around. I'll probably be in New England with my Patriot brothers. That Thursday game after Thanksgiving. Then, of course, ironically, Detroit's Thanksgiving, Chicago's Christmas Eve. Palmy, we're talking about Cincinnati the day after New Year's, this January 2nd. So, we'll see.
So I might have to just do Tennessee game then, the week 2. I might have to come up for that one.
The home opener?
Home opener, absolutely.
Get up here.
That is a Sunday night game, right? Or did it turn to Monday night?
Oh, it's a Monday night, 7:15. So of course, Dave and I will be in the parking lot at probably like 9 a.m. to set up shop and get ready.
I'm okay with September weather in Buffalo.
Oh, dude, it's
you know what? I'm there. I'm going. I'm just gonna text Larry and just say, oh, by the way, I kind of invited myself. So tell Alexa to make sure my bed is ready.
Oh, he'll set you up. If not, I got plenty of room here too. Which is I'm 15 minutes away from Palmy, so.
Nice,
I tell people, you come into town, you need a place to stay. Don't go to a hotel. You got Palmy's now. You got my house.
You're good.
Even if you're not a Bills fan.
Well, you were helping him out pretty much. Actually, well, when I say helping him out, you were basically putting his house together. And so
you should
that
see it.
backyard looks
now.
badass, bro. It looks so cool.
I know. Wait till you see it now. It's amazing.
He posted a bunch of photos.
I
guess photos don't do justice, because he was telling us right when we was like, there's nothing here right now, but picture this. And he was just giving me the whole architectural details. I was like, holy shit. Then I saw the photos. I'm like, wow, spot on, Palmy.
I love what he prefaces that. Now picture this.
Bobby's a good
I
man.
tell you what, he's one of the few guys, he's very detail oriented. So kudos to him and the progress he's made with that house. I mean, I watched that thing go up from nothing to what it is now, and shooting him pictures and phone calls and, you know, telling him, I'm walking in the house. I don't know. It's been almost a year. We're talking maybe around this time, just popping in. The contractors are in there. I'll walk in there and go, OSHA. All of a sudden, everything stops. And then that nervous smile on a couple of the dudes' faces. I wonder, OSHA, hello. Like, oh shit.
So, we'll talk about it next week too. But he's got this cool little bar that he built. It's a hidden room that is covered by this window, a mirror frame, where you'd never know. I mean, the house looks big. You walk in the living room, it's like, well, maybe it's not as big as it looks. And then he's like, hey, see that mirror over there? I was like, yeah. I look good, don't I? And just like, take this fob, walk up,
do fob,
and it's just like
amazing.
I mean, there's shit everywhere, but it looks nice on photo.
And again, when he had that planned, he had it off the floor, so it looks like just a hanging mirror. Believe me, that hanging mirror was delivered to my house. That thing, a freaking straight truck and a pallet jack, and I just had my knee replaced, and I'm telling the guy, yeah, just bring it in here, brother.
Hey, Captain Dave, since I'm out, watching a baseball game somewhere in another state, can you just go ahead and install that for me, please? That'd be great. Thank you. On a Saturday,
I became like, delivery central. I just told him, dude, you get stuff ordered, just send it here. Don't. Like, what are you gonna do with it in San Diego? Send it to my house.
Yeah.
I had literally my spare bedroom. I had the whole corner of the bedroom was full of just boxes.
This is Larry's room.
It's like, I'm looking at it going, Larry's. Don't I get anything?
Yeah, don't even get bills anymore. It's just Larry just starts sending his bills to your house.
But I'm sure you guys will talk about that when he's on.
Yeah, it's awesome, brother. My man. So yes. Miami game would be fun. How's I live here, but I do want to come up for the home opener because it's just the home opener. And
tell you what, you slap the snot out of the champs Thursday night, and you got 11 days
home game. By the way, we already have a home game in Los Angeles. Did you see the Super Bowl parade last year? There are no fans. It's going to be all Bills Mafia, Kaprosch. All Bills Mafia. Home game number 1 Thursday. Follow it up on a Monday. We get an extra day, and we're playing home against Tennessee.
Well, Larry will vouch. I mean, I don't know if you saw some of the on Twitter and Facebook or whatever, but there's going to be busloads from all the Bills, like Orange County, San Diego, LA. I mean, there's going to be busloads coming in for that. That's going to be insane, that Rams game.
It's going to be insane, especially with Will from Fans of Buffalo, dude. It just
I can't. That was a good show, and I can't wait. I'm definitely hitting that tailgate for that Rams game, which I'm looking forward to.
The Buffalo is going to do more whenever we travel, bro. Whenever we travel, we do more for the economy than like the people who actually live there year round. Just one weekend, all you need is one weekend. Hey. We make probably more revenue for local businesses than the people who live there like their entire year. You know what I mean?
The few cities through the years, that was one of my mentions. I always say when Bills fans, I'm like, hey man, we're stimulating your economy, so zip it. Enjoy the free money you're getting this weekend.
Right. That's why I love yelling, hey, when I go to travel for a Bills game. Like, hey, that song. I'm like, we are paying your economy. I love it, dude.
Here's a funny story. Speaking of economy, those obviously the drought years, Bledsoe was our quarterback. So when Dave and I did a road game, we would bring his rollaway Coleman with the handle that you pop up and it's got the wheels.
Yeah.
I would throw a case of blue or blue light in there because you couldn't get that in most cities. No ice or nothing. Just you had to keep it, unlocked or whatever. Put that through baggage claim. And you want to picture the looks we got when Dave and I were coming through a terminal and wherever, Kansas City was one of them, Seattle, walking through the terminal with our Bills garb on and a cooler towed behind us. They're like, I mean, the jaws are dropping throughout these terminals. It was hysterical. Like, hey man, our football team sucks, but you know what? We'll have drink your asses in any city we
You
go.
made like checking in cool shit cool. Now people checking tables and it's like, oh, the Bills Mafia checking in tables. Like I would have just bought it. You spent $300 to get that table there. I just probably would have gotten it from a local store. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, but what was it, the Jacksonville playoff game? I think.
Oh, no, we don't talk about that, dude.
I know, but I saw tables going through baggage claim in Jacksonville.
Well, because they stopped selling it on a local level. They
Costco's
said,
and the Costco's of the
they're
world.
like, we're not selling it. We're not selling it.
Well, they're looking at your
instead of saying not selling it, you could have been like, well, it's like triple price now. People were like, oh, we're buying it. Instead of $60, $300, fuck it. I was gonna spend $400 to bring this here on a plane.
Pass the hat. We're buying a table. Speaking of pass the hat, we talked about this off the air. Why don't we set up Bills Mafia, just in general, set up a GoFundMe page, like legit, for all those displaced Bills fans that want to, I'm serious, that want to come home for a Bills game, that haven't been in Buffalo or in that stadium in forever. And obviously now with the new stadium talks and everything's, the wheels are in motion. So you got 4 good years left of this place. All those displaced Bills, like you included, Neil, anybody else, the Mike Ronks, Karens, well, I can't say Palmy now because he's a Buffalonian and he survived.
How would we choose?
I know that, and that's the thing too. We could
contest. We have to do a contest, right? Whoever has the coolest epic story. We want TMZ shit stories. You will win it. It's like, holy fuck, you did what with who? All right, come to Buffalo.
Should we do a tearjerker essay contest? I didn't come home and my kids are grown now. I can finally come home for a game.
That'd be so sad because I would like, you get a ticket, you get a ticket,
I know. We'll be like Oprah, you get a ticket, and you get a ticket, and you get a ticket. Next thing you know, the GoFundMe account's empty, and we got 10 fans flying in from all parts of the country.
Well, we'll have a panel, and we'll get the panel will choose the top 5. It's got to be a funny, interesting story. I'm talking a 1 page. I'm not saying 3 sentence or even a paragraph would be kind of lame. Give me a full page story. I want to be in that story. In terms of as a reader, I want to make sure that I understand exactly what the hell happened. And then the panel goes, all right, you win it. We all vote. And then we find a way to do a poll. That'd be kind of cool. Where the viewers are like, oh, definitely that one. Definitely number 4. Definitely number 2 or whatever.
No, we'll set them up. A couple tickets, airfare, place to stay, or the Palmy Estate or my palatial estate in Kaisertown, whatever, man. We'll figure out something. All the blue and blue light you can handle. I mean, whatever.
I love how you're turning Kaprosch's house into a hostel. Or
Dude,
not Kaprosch, Palmy's house into a hostel.
Between the two of us, I mean, it's almost like a Hilton.
Right. Well, I've never been in your pad, but all I know is Kaprosch has
the
all
older
electronics. Alexa,
mine's the
flush
older
toilet.
Mine's the older version of Palmy's. Obviously, his is brand new. Mine was built in the early 50s, but the basement doesn't flood. And it's got heat, running water, and air conditioning. It's all you need. And
you have air conditioning in Buffalo, New York, and
plenty of that.
That's all that matters.
That's it.
That's epic,
now,
brother.
And if you're lucky, I'll let you even talk on the phone.
But do you really want to talk on the phone,
dude? When I found this one a couple weeks ago, I'm like, my girlfriend's looking at me. I'm going, well, yeah, I got to have the updated. For the millennials that don't know how to use a dial phone, I mean,
that's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious. I remember the first time I saw the phone, you were like, "Hey, Brian, you got a phone call." I'm like, I'm walking like the what's Ghostbusters, the big marshmallow dude, because I had that many layers on. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Wait, there's nobody here. He's like, oh, that means you have to drink, bitch. It's like, all right, fine, I'll do it.
Like Chris Tice and his crew would come over, and when it's a conversation piece, if anything. People like, just coming passing through. Is that a rotary phone? It's like, yes, it is. Hey, how does it work? Here, come here, kid. I'll show you. Here, pick out one of the medicines you want to do a shot of, and then we're gonna make this phone ring.
Mike Run goes, that's the most fucked up story. Talking about
which one?
I don't. We told a bunch of them. Mike,
I was
be
gonna
more
say,
specific.
The whole hour.
Were you watching 51 minutes and 37 seconds? It's like, Tammy Neal's not here, so I don't have somebody that can check off how many FCC violations we violated, but
maybe he doesn't like the GoFundMe story. I don't know. Maybe.
That was fucked up, right? How dare you get people from out of state to come back to Buffalo for a tailgate?
Yeah, Mike. Hey, Big Mike could be one of them. We don't know.
He goes, no, that's how you win the tickets. What? The most fucked up story. Like, oh, that's fucked up. Yes. Oh, yeah, right. Yes.
There it is.
There it is. I think, we got to do this. Let's make this, let's turn this into fruition, and let's make this a thing. We'll talk. We're going to have a little contest, the most fucked up story. You can send it to, Captain Dave,
send it to me. Send it to you. Call me.
Us. Anyway,
even if it's just a handful of people, I'll chip in towards a flight and a ticket. I'm like, yeah,
I want to hear some fucked, and then I'll get you on the air, and then you can tell us your fucked up story for the winner.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, brilliant! Thank you, Mike.
Unedited, of course.
Unedited, yes. Everyone does something.
Thank you, Mike Runk.
About the hilarious fucked up Bills game stories, like Epic B walking into a boulder. Just who hasn't done that? I did. I definitely did, and it hurts. And there's a lot of people going at the same time, and
just trucking along. And
dude, it's so not lit. It is dark as hell at the stadium. Walking in 6-7 degree madness, 7-degree weather. All you're worried about is going to watch the game, and you are completely like, I don't feel nothing. Okay. Plus, I also had body heaters like on every vital point of my body. And I actually saw a rock, and I was like, hey, I'm talking to my brother that I rarely ever see. I was like, John, watch out for that rock. And I fucking stumble on the other rock. I didn't know there's that many fucking rocks. I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah, the whole outer ring of the state, outside the stadium, that's what they did. They put just big landscape boulders out there. Like, of course, it was a 9/11 thing, unfortunately, and that's how they secure these buildings now. Let's get these Fred Flintstone boulders in here, and let's protect our house.
That looks like a boulder that Brian can trip over. Put it over here. Watch it.
Hey, Fred, let's get out the boulders.
I just want to pet the bunny rabbits, George. I just want. It is so funny because I'm like, watch out for that bull, and I'm eating dust, and people are all like, I love Buffalo. They're like, oh, let me help you up, go Bills. And then the guy's like, give me your vaccine card. It's just wow. Are you allowed to watch the game? Are you like flew you in from like New England, or where the fuck are you from? Why are you such a douchebag?
All right, I figured as we wound down the show, I'll have to just I just gotta kind of break out the helmet for a couple minutes.
That is a badass helmet.
Just to get the full. There we go. Just.
See, go. Now he looks like Josh Duhamel.
With a game day now.
With Josh Duhamel. We should honestly, I'm gonna send him a photo. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna try to stalk him, reach out to him, like, listen, we found a stunt double for you. So anytime you want to do any more Transformer movies, I'm just saying, you reach out to but you have to be a Bills fan though, or else he won't book with you. Captain Dave, #Ed Paul.
give me a small cut, and we'll put it towards whoever makes it out for a home game. We'll put it in the pot.
Join the cause. I love that, bro. There's like hashtag Displace Fund or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll think of something cool. Displace Mafia. I just like.
I would. Serious. Mafia. I would love to do this.
I'm in. I'm 100% in. I'm down. Because people want to go back home sometimes, but it's like, oh fuck, I had to spend money on gas. I was gonna buy a ticket, but I got gas.
It's funny. Speaking of that, there's a guy on Twitter. They call him the
Warlock.
Warlock.
Yeah, I need to reach out to him. Jermaine.
Absolutely. There's a guy who.
I want to reach out to him. I want to get him on the show. I've been, just this guy is just such a good hearted person. You know what? I'm surprised I haven't reached out to him yet. That's on me. I'm reaching out to him right after the show ends.
That guy is amazing.
No, that's what Bill's Mafia is about. We're here to help each other out. We're in this same shit soup sandwich together. Okay.
Because you see all the fun, like the Twitter conversations, and again, displaced Bills fan who hasn't been home, and he just wants to go to a game, whether it's home or away. And there he is. Hey man, I got you. Like, yeah. Oh, look, time and time again. You can't go. Like, come on board. You know what? I got you. Well, listen, we'll reach out to him. We'll get him on, and I definitely want to talk to him. It's amazing. That's amazing. Exactly what we want to do is let's get people in. Get him on the show. Get him on the show for sure. Kaprosch. That's what Bill's Mafia is, man. It's getting people together, bro. Getting people together. Bill's Mafia, baby, and especially when we win the Super Bowl. Well, we got to filter them though. We're like, oh well, are you just want to go to a game, or are you a diehard fan? There's got to be some sort of level. I got to ask him how that works. How do you just I saw who you follow. I watch who you follow. I did some research. I think you're the best candidate. Here's some tickets. I don't know what he does. His generosity is off the chart, man. I mean, how do you not love a guy like that? I know. I wish I had the crazy funds that, whatever he does for a living. I mean, kudos to him. Believe me, if I had the means, I'd be doing the same thing. Oh yeah, bro. If I was a billionaire, I would do it fun as hell. I'm like, you get a ticket, you get a ticket, you get a ticket. Not a millionaire. I'd have to be a trillionaire or something. $1 trillion. I don't know. Dave Kaprosch, everybody. This is fucking awesome. I gotta and before I scoot, I gotta give a props to, as you can see, the jerseys that we've been wearing, Larry and I, and some other. You might see these more and more. That buddy Jim Liberatore, I gotta give him a shout out. Ablib 716. Look him up. He's all over jerseys, bro. Those are solid jerseys. I tell you, he's kind of, I wouldn't say cornered the market, but between these pro weight hockey jerseys that he found a company that does them. Go on his website. He's got Bill's paraphernalia and just apparel. He's got bucket hats. He's got bathing suits for women. He's got swim trunks for guys, shorts, hats, t-shirts, these jerseys. He's got those jersey hoodies that he's been selling a ton of lately. So I just had to give him a shout out because these jerseys are amazing. Dude, they look real. I was going to ask you actually. That was one of my questions. Like, where'd you get that fucking jersey? That looks badass. Yeah, it's funny. It's almost like the Adidas, because Adidas does the NHL jerseys now, and it's almost identical to what Adidas puts out for the NHL. It's got the fighter strap on the back. I mean, everything you need to play hockey with. And of course, nice. My dumb ass, I've been doing a hockey helmet thing for a bunch of years now, and people wonder, because my favorite hockey player of all time is Mike Foligno, who played for the Sabres, and of course he wore number 17. So when Josh got drafted, I'm like, oh cool, my 17 jersey will be legit now because of our quarterback. That made that jersey so much better. I tell you, but people still laugh because they met the older guys, probably guys in their late 30s, 40s, into their 50s and 60s. The road games I've done, they tie it together instantly because that's the type of helmet he wore. I support, the 17 and Foligno, and of course I'm obviously a Josh Allen supporter, but Just ironically, they just wore the same number, so that won't change.
I wonder how many
jerseys
he sold for 17 hockey and not realizing that was a former player.
What's funny because Mike's two kids, Nick and Marcus, who still are in the NHL now with their respective teams, they've been wearing 17 in honor of the old man, which is kind of
bro.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I've worn the Foligno forever, and that won't change. And people laugh about it, but like whatever, man. I stay true to who I like, and I'm a Buffalo guy through and through. Sabres, Bills, even the Bandits. We'll give them a shout out because they win,
right?
They win, they win Saturday night. They won the title, so kudos to them.
Keep it in Bill in Buffalo, baby. Go. Whatever way they can produce out of there, which I was, even college football, I'm a diehard University of Miami fan. All right. Once I found out when I was a young kid, when Jim Kelly was University of Miami, I moved down here. I'm like, first thing I'm doing is buying season tickets, and I'm going. But when Buffalo does good, you always got to root for your hometown, your home. It's a pride thing, right?
Well, the joke when those teams in the late '80s into the '90s, the what does the U stand for? You suck. Because and I'll admit I've never been a Hurricane fan, even when Kelly was there. But
Ken Dorsey destroyed the college world.
And isn't he still the winningest college quarterback?
Yeah, and he's up for the Hall of Fame ballot for college. So,
or the other one was you can't spell scum without UM. I'm sure you may have heard that one too. But anyway,
terrible.
I digress. It's all good. It's all good.
Badass.
Real quick, you want to? Do we got time? You want to just break down Ken Dorsey compared to Brian Dable? I think. What do you?
Let's do it. Well, go ahead. I'll let you lead it off. I'll let you lead it off. How do you feel? Guys, mind you, this show only goes about an hour, but it's okay. We can do as long as the fuck Kaprosch wants because he looks famous.
But the old TVs now, they're going like this. Click.
You're still watching Breaking Things. You told me 1 hour.
Well, as you know, with this organization, with this front office and coaching staff, continuity is huge. How lucky has that kid been, number 17, with this basically the same coaching staff, offensive coordinator for his first 4 years? So you have a guy in Ken Dorsey who's been in the room now for 3 of those years. And I think he's gonna be even more aggressive than Dable, to be honest with you.
I agree.
As far as the play calling,
because he's a quarterback, he understands what the quarterback needs.
Exactly. And I think but I think he's not going to be afraid to tell Josh, no, why don't we do it this way? I don't think there'll be any discord or communication lack thereof, with the two of them, because Josh is Josh, and
I think Josh looks at it as like, you know what? You've worked with me a lot more than Brian Dable has. That is a level of relationship. I think that is going to be stronger. And Josh is getting smarter. Josh is a smart fucking man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now he's got his boy in his ring, and he's like, well, why don't we do this? And either Gorch is going to be like, but what about this? Because of I know what you're doing, and then he's gonna be like, oh yes, let's do it.
And then you're bringing a guy like Aaron Cromer back for the O-line, who
got fired from Carolina Panthers for wanting to throw the ball more.
That was Brady. No, that was the kid Brady, the offensive coordinator, who's now going to be the quarterback coach. But Aaron Cromer, who was on the Rams staff, I believe, before he came to Buffalo.
This is Brady. Yeah, bro was Brady.
It was Brady. I know we got a Brady on the team.
I was on Buffalo Blitz last night, and we were trying to feel like, was it Cromer? No, it was probably somebody else.
Brady.
I don't think I said Brady. I said Gunn. Oh, Joe Brady, quarterback. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
no, he wanted to. Yeah, like you said, he wanted to throw the ball more in Carolina, and the head coach was like, no, Then they let him go.
Let's hurt McCaffrey more. You know.
I know and then that big rumor in the offseason, McCaffrey coming to Buffalo for how many draft picks? It's like, no. I'm glad they didn't do that. As enticing as it probably was, no.
Kaprosch, final thoughts on this year. What are your expectations? Is it Super Bowl or bust?
I mean, obviously the window is still open. I think it's going to be open for a while, even with Josh's contract next year. But right now, I mean, I think everybody would be disappointed if they don't. I mean, I might have said this earlier, but I'm not one to make predictions and, records and 14-3 or whatever it is. I mean, whatever. My thing is every year since I became a Bills fan is stay healthy.
I asked for one. She gave me two. That's my wife right there. Love her.
The key is keeping number 17 grass stain free and on his feet and doing his thing.
Dave, we were talking last night about how, we've had Josh Allen being amazing, but I think this is going to be the best line he's ever lined up behind. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. Oh, no question. No question.
Like, this is a nasty offensive line protecting the man.
You picked up Saffold from the Titans. I tell you, the Titans got depleted.
Like, what the fuck, right? I'm not worried about the Titans. I was never worried about the Titans. We were a slip away from beating the Titans.
I don't even.
And
I think that game may hurt more me than that. Well, all right, we won't mention the playoff game, but anyway.
I know.
Again, remember how unhealthy that offensive line was last year? And then once it finally got healthy, who was sitting on the bench for one? Feliciano. Then he makes those comments about, after the Chiefs game and blah, blah, blah. And dude, don't give me their sour grapes. So what were the two things? I think Homer said McBean because everybody was calling him McBean when he got hurt.
Just say McBean. Exactly. Those guys work well together. It's fucking
the defensive line and making sure that O-line was solidified.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. You got a strong D-line, which I think you do now. I think you got a better D-line. It sucks about Jerry Hughes. But again, the guy was
leadership, what he brings in, but I think it's called an upgrade. Whereas like Jerry Hughes, we love you, but Von Miller, you can't be mad. If I'm Jerry Hughes, I'm like, all right, bro, you got Von Miller here, guys. I'm gonna go get my money.
Whatever.
Wish you nothing but the best.
I know. Whatever the analytics.
Last years, I'm on a downward spiral.
Whatever the analytics were saying about Hughes, his pass rush percent, whatever it was, all these crazy numbers that they throw out now. He gave it all every play, but we need results. It's a results league, correct?
Yeah. It's either a sack, lost yard, interception, or something.
So getting back to Von Miller, I don't say I religiously follow Twitter, but I love following all the talking heads of the league, the Ian Rappaports and the Schefflers and all those guys.
Sure.
Leading up to Von Miller being signed, there wasn't an inkling, not even a smidge of anything that Buffalo was talking to.
No rumors.
That's what I love about Bean. He's done this since he's been here.
Yeah.
He will not show his hand. Period. March 16th. That thing falls in our lap. I'm like, wait, what? The NCAA basketball tournament is in town the following day. I'm working security. The atrium was abuzz as people are coming in, all the locals. And I'm running into guys that I know from the Bills games. We're all hugging. Von Miller's in the building. I got one of the CBS guys coming up to us saying, hey, he's in the Bill suite at the arena. And I couldn't tell which one. It's like they wanted to just zoom in on him and get a shot. But the buzz of that signing, it still resonates. They're all in, just like the Rams did. They put the chips are on the table and they push them to the middle. It's like
the difference is the Rams had to collect the pieces. The Bills already have the pieces.
yes.
Now we're just like, oh, wait, I'm sorry. You wanted sugar on top of that? Boom, baby. This is what Buffalo Bills is all about. This is what Brandon Beane's regime is doing. This is what Sean McDermott is molding these. You guys want to get part of the program? You're going to play. You're going to do good. You don't want to get part of the program? Sorry, Beasley. Sorry, Star. Play there. Kaprosch, man, this is all the time we have for the night, man. I know we could talk for hours, hours and hours about the Bills. Appreciate you hopping on, man.
Appreciate you having me on,
bro. You know what? You're like I said, your Wi-Fi was much better than Tampa Neal's. We want to make sure that he will make fun of him because he didn't answer his phone. He's like, what? You said you were going to be there around 8. I'm like, you know what? He's going to be there maybe 8:15, maybe 8:20. Kaprosch, where can we find you and hit the showers, bro? Because you always have some awesome shit.
Just hit the showers on Facebook. Look for it, just send me a shout out or whatever. Just I'll look at your profile and see if you're worthy. And for you guys, I'm always pumping you guys. I'll give you guys a shout out whenever I do mine. Breaking tables, obviously. Every freaking social media is out there. But again, mine is just on Facebook. Like I said, it's just pregame, postgame. I'll chime in a couple times a year before the season, during the season. It's all mine. And again, it's just fun. This team is where we've wanted it to be for so God blessed long. I'm on the surfboard. I'm on top of that wave, and I'm going to ride it as long as I can.
Best advice possible. Just ride this wave.
Ride it. Just enjoy it. Don't fret. Don't, with every loss, don't get pissy. Don't,
right.
What?
Don't embellish it. We've been losing for 20 years.
I know. We've been waiting for this emotional roller coaster forever, not just every Sunday, like, oh, shit, who are we going to lose to today? No, those days are done. They've been done with for a while. Take my advice. Ride the wave. Enjoy it. Hang on.
Question.
If you're not on now, you ain't getting on. The bus is full. It's over capacity right now. The tires are getting ready to blow out. Hang on, baby. I'm behind the wheel, brother. Let's go.
Fatality.
Boom. And that is how it's done. I'm using that as the promo for this episode because that was badass. Dave Kaprosch, aka sometimes known as Josh Duhamel. But that's just probably just me. Everyone's like, who the fuck is Josh Duhamel? Who the fuck is he? Don't
funny.
Get it. But I think it's just maybe that's our joke. We should get that tattoo.
Back in the day, I had been compared to Joe Piscopo as well. Dumbasses.
Okay. Brother, thank you so much for hopping on, man. It's awesome. It's awesome having a good-hearted person on. We're gonna do this whole like Displaced Bills Mafia giveaway kind of thing. We are going to have many tailgates this year. I don't know how many games I'm going to be going to, but I will be going to games. And Tennessee is going to be one of them. I gotta do it. I gotta choose either Tennessee or Los Angeles. It's like, I want to go to a home game. I miss the tail. I had so much fun with you guys last year. It's like I'll start collecting
the nickels on these things.
Oh, that's right. You guys have that thing there in New York. We don't have that here in Florida. We're like, crush it, throw it.
Just hold on. I'll make a quick phone call.
Michael,
dude, whatever games you guys can make, you, Neil, whoever. Obviously, you know how to get a hold of us, and we'll make it happen.
Awesome, brother. That's badass. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Breaking Tables. Well, we had so much fun. You could find Breaking Tables on any major platform when it comes to audio. So not only do we make your eye holes wet by looking at us, your ear holes get pretty moist as well when you can go to Spotify, iHeartRadio, Alexa, say, Alexa, play me Breaking Tables podcast. Unless it's going to be like, not again, because those guys are assholes, but whatever. Lex is like that. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching the show. Appreciate you hitting that like button. Appreciate you hitting that heart button.
Hit them all, man.
Share with everybody. Just, please don't share it with a lawyer, especially the FCC. If you know anybody who's like, oh, I work for the FCC, I'm like, well, I'm not. This show, don't ever watch it because this has been a lot of fun. Sorry, Tampa Neil wasn't here. Appreciate you being Tampa Neil.
Shout out to him, baby.
Yeah, that's right. We all miss Tampa Neil and his ridiculous hat. He probably got too drunk doing hand grenades in New Orleans when he was
the hat
in New Orleans.
All right.
Guys, this is Breaking Tables, Bill and Buffalo Network, sponsored by Coco's Fashions. We'll see you guys Monday with Joe Miller from Buffalo Rumblings. He's going to be on the show. It's going to be epic. Kaprosch, don't go anywhere.
91 days to kickoff, baby. 91 days. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, fun times, fun times. You don't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out of here. We love you, Bills Mafia. Can't wait to hang out with y'all Monday with Joe Miller from Buffalo Rumblings. Bye-bye. Dave Kaprosch, everybody.